Hello, boys, girls, and MBs. Welcome back to your favorite drama streamer, YouTuber. As you can see from the title, we will be discussing this Sabrina Olaso, or Olaso, however that's said, and Mack Mah drama situation here. This is quite a wild ride. I got through a couple minutes of each of their videos in my own spare time. I thought, why don't I bring the drama here to the stream? And we talk about it, because nothing like a good old YouTuber drama. It's going to be a very short stream / video. Normally I stream. For those of you that hop in here and you say, well, dude, you're talking about a bunch of other stuff, or I don't know what's going on here. This is usually how I do my content as of late. I do like live streams. I have a community here. We discuss, we talk about it in the chat. And it's usually a good time. So, you know, if that's something that interests you, in any way, shape, or form, you are more than welcome to be a part of the community. I have a Discord I put down in the description where you can join my Discord where I announce where the streams are. And hopefully I'll go back to making videos soon. I want to work on a video with some Ethan Klein updates that's going on. So maybe we'll get into there. But, yeah, we have a fun little community here. So I urge you join if you are a confused person. So let's get into this slop. I wanted to say off rip. So while her video has 6.9k upvotes, this also has a lot of upvotes. So it's an interesting situation here where we don't see one of the videos slammed with dislikes and the other one slammed with likes. Also, another interesting thing is comments I'm seeing that are like this. They're like, I saw Sabrina's video first, was ready to hate, but now I'm actually pissed on your behalf. The whole narrative change, trying to make yourself look like a victim by taking things out of context, by lying by omission is messed up. So you can see there's comments like that. Someone that watches a hater, loves as a subscriber. And then over in her comments, people are like, this comment section, age like milk. Back after watching his side, girl, you're something else. You gotta watch this video before you take her side. So, interesting layout we're working with here. You know, I will say I am prone to these types of situations believing more often than not online what the woman has to say first, only because we've seen a lot of crazy context, a lot of insane situations online where the guy is fucking insane. Does that mean the woman's always right in every situation? No, it does not. For those that want to run after me and say that. We've certainly been on stream. We've certainly gone over videos where the woman's in the wrong. So, yeah, don't even try to argue me on that one. But this one, it looks like people are a little extra mad at her than they are at him. So, once I get my camera straight, I can never get my camera straight because I use this camera in my spare time as well, and I always have to fix it. Let's get into the slop, all right? So, off rip, we have Sabrina Olaso's video, and the situation between them is basically a YouTuber couple. Well, couple. They basically faked being a couple online. Because of clout and because they knew that that would be a thing people gravitate towards, things of that nature. And then they kind of came out in this video and were like, well, we faked being a couple online and even on top of that, there's way more to unravel in this situation. So they're now split apart, and it's so weird to me when couples go on the internet and make like videos kind of like after one. I don't know, it's fucking weird. Now, he did some weird shit too, don't get me wrong. He did some weird ass shit that he actually admits to. So let's start off in the order that the videos were made. Why not? We are not friends. Sabrina Olaso says 216k views. Let's dive in, see what the sitch is.
Hey, okay. So, this is kind of weird and awkward, and I don't really know how to start a video like this.
You know what? Maybe I'll turn the background music down just a tad before we get in. Just a little. There we go. All right. Now I'll get into it. Oops. Other video.
Nor did I think I would be in the position to make a video like this, but here we are. So if you don't know me, my name is Sabrina and I'm a content creator. I'm sure you can imagine, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, whether it's off camera or just within personal lives. And in the realm of social media, I think it's really easy to get caught up and forget about the importance of integrity. Unfortunately, I've now found myself in a hurtful situation because of another person's lack of integrity. I used to make videos with a creator named Mack. The bit we kept up for social media was that we were just best friends, although we were actually dating. So
Okay, so yeah, maybe I said it backwards earlier, but yeah, that was the whole thing. They said they were best friends online, but behind the scenes they were dating. So maybe I said it backwards, but nonetheless, this is an interesting situation because while I do understand why they did that, I think it just is one of those things where it can go one of two ways when you do that, right? Because I think in one case, when you hide your relationship online, it can actually serve you better because it kind of removes you from having extra parasocial fans, and it also removes a lot of ongoing issues that could arrive because of fans, like things such as people trying to dox or maybe digging deep in the files and going, oh, well, this person did this and that, whatever. People are less urgent to do that if it's just like friends content or whatever. They don't feel as parasocial. So it kind of helps them in some cases, but it seems like in this case it might have destroyed them. Let's find out.
I apologize to all of you. I apologize for lying, but I hope you can understand my rationale. Despite being a content creator, I didn't want people knowing the full extent of my private life, and I was already, and still am, receiving disgusting, hateful comments speculating on the relationship that he and I had. I'm a bit...
Oh yeah, so then that's another thing too, where it's like, if you do play that best friends role, people in the comments are going to get freaky with it, you know? Go, oh, what's going on behind closed doors with you guys? What's up? What's going on? Because, like, I don't know. For some reason, it seems as though, and maybe this carries into real life. I suppose it does too, but especially online, it seems as though people have a hard time accepting the fact that, like, a man and woman can actually be close friends. Like, I have friends in my real life where I'm very close with another woman who has a partner. You know what I mean? And it's like, that can be a situation. It doesn't mean that, you know, like, because she's friends with me that makes it wrong for them two to be together or something. Like, a woman's also allowed to have another close friend that's a man. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they're dating or something. And for some reason online that seems controversial to people, and I guess, I don't know, maybe it's controversial online. Maybe you'll get like really insecure or something about that. I don't fucking know. But yeah, people are like, no, they're not best friends. Took me to my early 20s. What's up, Biologic? How you doing? Until I realized that that was a possibility, and it was a girl I used to date. No clue what's going on here, though. Yeah, this is just like I'm glad you realized that, though. Because, yeah, you can have, like, you can be close friends, for sure, as a guy with a woman, and you don't have to date, you know? That's a thing, but it seems like online people forget that. This is just a YouTuber couple situation. If you missed the intro, Mack and Sabrina right here. I don't even know who these YouTubers were really, but they got into a little predicament here over, you know, saying they're best friends online, but really behind closed doors they were dating, and now they broke up, and they're talking about that over freaking YouTube videos. I love when this stuff's hashed over YouTube. It's fucking awesome.
Superstitious as well. I wear a lot of evil eye, and so I didn't want strangers knowing my business, as with that many eyes on me, not all are well-intentioned. But like any other couple, we did take pictures and videos that were just meant for us. I'm not even talking about anything inappropriate, literally just day-to-day moments on hangouts or dates or like at my house or like whatever. I figured it went without saying that these were never meant to be shown publicly, and I say this now because you need the context to understand the gravity of the situation. Because if there's one thing I will not tolerate, it's disrespect. Mack is currently posting old videos of him and me on Instagram trial reels. And if you don't know what trial reels are, it is a new function from Instagram that allows you to post videos without them necessarily appearing on your profile. So that reels tab that you see. And
okay, so pause. So far it seems as though she's saying Mack is basically posting content, quote unquote, without her knowing. Well, chronically on people don't talk to women unless they want something. Oh, another amicable breakup the internet can't handle. Yup. Well, this one's amicable, but it's also a bizarre situation. Like, while it is that, it's also has like its bizarre layers to it. You'll see when we get into this. It doesn't quite fold out how you think it is. It's not like she's gonna say something and he's gonna say it's one thing and it'll be like, oh, that's all it was. Like, it's just like this weird layer of shit, which is the only reason I'm talking about it, because that's what I thought at first too. So it is like a thing that once we get through it, you're gonna be like, well, damn. That was fucking strange. But at the same time, it's what she's saying here is that he made content, and Instagram trial reels doesn't show your content to your followers or to like people that are like in your normal audience. It just shows to a totally new audience, so you can kind of like low key post content and grow your following and all that. And he was using her content with her in order to do that when I think he didn't have permission. So let's see.
Another key feature of Instagram trial reels is that these videos will only be pushed to accounts that do not follow you, okay? And this is a great feature. Honestly, like, I think it's really cool that creators can continue to build their platform and engage with new audiences, because sometimes your followers, they don't interact with your content, right? But what this means is that his friends, family, even myself would not see these videos unless they were sent directly to us via DM, which is exactly what happened. During our last...
Dog. That's the dumbest fucking thing ever. If you're trying to low-key do something like this, and then you post reels and think, nah, no, like, dog, come on. You are influencers online. Like, there's ain't no way you can be so stupid to post something and think, nah, no one's gonna see it, no one's gonna send it to, like, when you have that kind of following online, you have to expect. She is really, but what's beautiful can be very deadly. Oh, that's kind of funny.
I confirmed that it would be okay for
how you doing, Wi-Fi?
Old content we had made together specifically for the public eye. So ones that had already been posted on the internet on Snapchat, reposted to Snapchat and Snapchat only. Mind you, he had already started doing this while we were rocky prior to breaking up.
How am I doing? I'm doing all right. I don't know. I've been feeling whack the last like 3 days. I don't know what's in me. It's like I'm like struggling to frickin' operate how I normally do, but that's why I'm streaming. Hopefully I can, feel a sense of normalcy streaming again. We'll see. I'm watching some drama. Maybe it'll help. No, because the ethics or morals of this makes such a hilarious move. I know. It just like it's such an odd thing because also, hey, Snapchat, didn't she just say that? Reposted to Snapchat and Snapchat like, it shall pass its moment. Yeah, I'm hoping so.
To Snapchat and Snapchat only. Mind you, he had already started doing this while we were rocky prior to breaking up, but I wanted to be clear about these expectations. Sabrina, why'd you let him do it? Well, I agreed and I wanted him to do this because I still cared about him and I wanted him to succeed and to do well. At that time, I was also trying my hand at growing my platform on Snapchat, and so I wanted to ensure that he would be comfortable if I was reposting old content there too. Though within a month of breaking up, I had posted a couple of our old videos together, but I felt weird about it, so I did not continue.
That seems... Sorry, I'll break through it soon. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so too. I was like trying to make that goddamn Ethan Klein video when I woke up today, and then I clocked in like 11 hours of sleep, and I woke up and I was like, holy shit, I don't have it in me to make this video. Because there's a update with the Ethan Klein verse of the world going on right now. And, oh man, it's good. It's good shit. I want to make a video about it. I just didn't have it in me. So maybe we'll try it. I'll try my hand at it tomorrow or something. We'll see. I'm getting a haircut, so maybe that'll motivate me. Sometimes just a little haircut can make you feel better, you know?
To do so. While I do not have in writing the agreement we set to repost content on Snapchat, there was a point 3 months later where he crossed the line with something he had posted. And this was...
I will say, you guys can let me know in chat, but my personal opinion off rip of this whole breakup and then still use content, I feel like even if I got a text from an ex-partner that was like, hey, I know we're broken up, but you can still use old content of us to post. I don't know, man. Even if no matter how much I want to grow my platform, that would feel really... The Reddit account? Wait, what's up, Chris? How you doing? I would feel weird. Like, I couldn't... No matter how good or bad the breakup went between two people, like, I couldn't imagine posting content of said person. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't imagine posting that content still. I'd feel weird. So I don't understand. Like, their justification for it is that they needed to grow their platforms. Oh, with Ethan Klein stuff, take your time. You got magnum opus in a couple months, just working on the side. I know. There's so much. There's like a new thing I want to talk about that I haven't seen too many people cut up videos about. What Reddit account, Chris?
A private photo of us. We had just taken like a mirror selfie, and like we said, these are private photos that were never posted to the public, and this crossed the line, and I had to break no contact to address it.
Just use the backlog, then bank off the breakup post. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Oh, the Reddit account? No, pedo troll, that's one of the things, but there's a new thing. Maybe I'll just say it, but I'll talk about it in the videos. Like, Olivia, I think left H3. I say that in air quotes, left. She's taking a mental health break, which I have a sneaking suspicion that is her path to leave. We're going to see a post and go, after taking time off. There's a lot to uncover there. I'll get into it in a video. It's fucking nuts.
So with this, I was under the impression that he understood the boundary. He respected me enough to acknowledge my message and to delete the post that breached our agreement.
Okay, let's get this clear before we even get towards his video. I know we're moving in the direction getting towards it, but hey, I think it says respect. This is what she wrote. I think it's disrespectful you opted to use an old picture as clickbait in your Snapchat story. I know you're monetized for stories, but this is crossing the boundary we set of reposting old content. I know it's just a mirror selfie and you cover my face, but alluding to a relationship reviews is selfish. I appreciate if you can take it down and not post of those publicly shared. I understand and I'm sorry for crossing that boundary. I'll take it down. So he apologized and he took it down. Okay.
Posting old videos of us, especially on Instagram, which was never a platform I was okay with using for reposts, would feel like a violation to me. So I was confused when a friend of mine sent an old video of Mack and I on Instagram that was posted on July 19th. I wasn't super familiar with trial reels yet, so when I went to his page to see if he posted this and I couldn't find it, I was really confused. But once I realized, because it wasn't my initial thought, I was just so torn. And even now, I've had to refilm this video twice because I just get so, I'm smiling, but it really upsets me. Here's the video.
Okay, now throw it back.
Like, right now?
Yeah, when else? One.
Yeah.
Oh, the frisbee.
Chat, can you guys help me out here? Am I old? Is being 30 years old too old for this? I suspect you guys are around a similar age as me, though, but what did I just see? Is this what people are watching on Reels now? Huh? What am I missing? Is this like a dance?
Yeah. Betty.
Oh, the frisbee.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's a real.
What? The fart, I guess it was kind of funny. I don't know. What's going on in that
It's a
video?
harmless video, and I was barely in it, but it still bugged me at that time, and even now. Like I had so many thoughts and emotions just running through my head. Like, what do I do? Like, what do I even say? Like, what? And
She asked him to throw it back like a twerk. Oh, yeah, I'm too fucking old for twerk. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how to react. It's like navigating content creator breakups, and the content is just being that. I know, and that's what I'm trying to figure out here. Like, she has to throw it back, which means, oh. That also explains it because I don't find myself in situations where dancing takes place. So I don't know dance lingo.
so I talked to some friends that night, just reflected, was honest with myself, and realized I was uncomfortable with the whole situation. And I texted Mac that night, July 20th. I said, this is what I said. Hey, I know I initially said that I was cool with you reposting content on Snapchat, but it makes me uncomfortable now. I came across a video you recently posted of us on trial reels, and I would appreciate if you do not post any old content of us too moving forward. I didn't receive a response. And I actually initially filmed this video 4 days ago, and I double checked then, just before I filmed, and even at the same time as filming, like to make sure he hadn't.
Okay, and this is interesting too, because while I feel like I could easily look at this and be like, well, how does that affect her if nobody sees it? But at the same time, the reason it is affecting her, for anyone wondering, is because she feels as though she's being used. That's the precise reason why.
And same thing now. It's the 29th. He still hasn't responded. I've been left undelivered. I asked my friend moving forward if he saw any.
It is a little, I will say it's a little strange to have like reposting boundaries of like, oh, you can use this app, you can't use that app, but you can use this app. Like, to me, that feels a little bit weird.
I was in, posted by Mac to please send them to me. Sunday, July 20th was over a month ago. I hoped and I waited for a response that maybe by the end of the week he would get back to me, but no. Instead, I got sent over the duration of a month 3 more trial reels that he had posted. And the thing is, I don't even know what other content or videos he's posted of me because, again, it won't appear on his profile or my feed because he's posting to trial reels. My friend is just seeing these on his Explorer. He doesn't follow Mac, so that's why he's getting them. As a Canadian content creator, we do not receive any form of financial benefit from the views or the comments or the likes on a video posted to TikTok or Instagram. We get like brand deals and stuff, but that's separate. We don't get anything from the views. So let me be clear, it's not about the money to me. Though I am aware on Snapchat you are able to make money off of views, and he has made 4 figures. The most recent trial reel he's posted of him and I.
Wait, what'd you say in the last part?
Make money about the money to me. Though I am aware on Snapchat you are able to make money off of views, and he has made 4 figures. The most recent trial reel he's posted of.
He's made 4 figures? Like, he's made like a few $1,000s off of Snapchat content? Are people really making that much money on Snapchat? I looked into this yesterday and said you would have to have like 50,000 followers and something else. But people are making that much money on Snapchat? What?
Him and I, to my knowledge, was August 3rd. Quick interjection, editing the video right now, my friend just sent me another trial reel of Max that, again, was a repost
of Max.
So
of me.
The most recent reel he has posted of him and I to date is August 25th, not August 3rd. And again, this video is capitalizing off of this lie, off of this friendship that we have. We don't speak.
Knew it.
Do not talk. Not responded. Trust me. I've checked. I've triple, quadruple, quintuple. He's not responded, but clearly he's active on his phone and on social media. So this is the video that crossed the line for me.
Oh god. Oh god, dude. So this is after the text.
Oh, now it's gone.
Ironic caption, right? This video has 686,000 likes and over 9.2 million views.
Dog. I'm sorry I have to say this. I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm sorry. But god fucking damn it, dog. I know people that like bust their ass. Oh god. I know people that bust their ass to make a reel. And then there'll be people that post reels like this. And it gets like every fucking eyeball in the world. Like, dog, there's more fucking people watching this than watching your favorite TV show. What the fuck?
Oh, now it's gone.
Ironic caption, right? This video has 686,000 likes and over 9.2 million views. That's an insane number and level of engagement made off of my involvement that I never consented to. That aside, I feel so frustrated seeing that video out of all of them go viral. Because how can he continue to push this narrative of friendship when we don't even talk? Let alone the fact that he has not responded to my message asking him to not continue doing this. It just feels like a huge slap to the face. The reason why seeing that video from August 3rd in particular hurt so much is because of our last in-person interaction. So let me give a bit more context again. We had agreed from mid-February that we would not continue to see each other in person because it would have made it harder for him to leave. And I'll be honest, I wanted to try again, but ultimately I respected his decision. The exception to these terms were emergencies.
I don't know how to feel. That's what I was saying. Remember at the beginning of this? I was like, we're gonna get through, and we get through his video. You might change your mind when we get over to his video in a second. Because remember, that's kind of what I was saying off rip, was like, this is a weird thing with a lot of like weird layers that by the time we get through his video, you're gonna be like, huh? Like, this is really bizarre. But we'll discuss it. We'll see.
Again, he and I were not on bad terms. We still cared for each other, but as breakups go, we had both hurt each other to an extent and needed to start moving forward. Despite that, I'm still human, and he's someone I felt emotionally safe with and someone I trusted. There were two urgent circumstances during this time where he failed to provide basic human empathy for the second. This situation was literally a life or death matter, medically, and thankfully it resulted in everyone being okay. Knock on wood. You would think that someone that close to you, someone I had dated for 2 years, someone that I cared for and I thought still cared for me, would be able to provide basic, bare minimum human empathy in an emergency in a time like this. Not at all.
Oh no, what did he do?
I will never forget how small I felt, how coldly he spoke to me, and the words he used. I'm not the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth person you should be going to for something like this.
She made notes. What the hell did he say before? I tried to say a bit about him showing up as a friend when I need him. I thought I was going to lose blank. I'm not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth you should be going to or something like this. He said he knows it's lonely and this is... This girl's making notes of him.
So
God
you're
damn.
not the fifth person I can go to when I thought I was going to lose someone I loved, but I'm one of the first people that you can use for social media and you can continue to capitalize off of.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Wow. I was even considering going down a more legal route as he is using my likeness for his own gain, but I did not want to escalate it to that extent. I would like to clarify again, I'm not making this video for sympathy.
Okay, going off what Wi-Fi said. Wi-Fi, even though I already addressed it, Wi-Fi said, I don't know how to feel about this. And I think rightfully so, because I even, like I said, even I watched like 3 minutes of this, and I felt like I was missing context even in the first 3 minutes. And then she does back up and go, well, here, you need context. But I feel like we're missing, like, context for this. But she originally stated that there's stuff that goes on behind closed doors that we don't know about because of the fucking internet, or because of just keeping their relationship private. But it's also like, maybe this did need a little bit more of that context in order for us to understand some of this, because what the fuck? What's going on here?
To be seen as pitiful.
I unlocked new fear. Unlocked private issue of mine turned into YouTube drama. It just feels so petty. Like, I wouldn't do what he's doing, but also wouldn't complain like she's
More than
doing.
enough of a platform.
Yeah.
And This video is for myself. I know posting a video like this will have backlash, and I was wary. I sat on this decision for a month, and it's still been bothering me. On top of that, as a woman, people are quicker to negatively judge and view my assertiveness as aggression. I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm standing my ground. This is me clarifying we're not friends, and he continues to post old videos of—
In a way, while she did text him, it almost feels like a situation that, like, she kind of made this video to be like, hey, he's posting content of me on trial reels, and he said some shit to me that made me feel small. And is that it?
Up to 2 years ago, despite my revoked consent. I just want to make it known that it took so much to push me to this point. Because again, it's not about the views or the attention. It's about the principle of respect. The proof of understanding the boundary we had set. The lack of response. Intentionally posting to trial reels. And how he treated me during our last in-person interaction.
Okay, so those are the things she has against him. Okay.
This is the last time I'll ask. Stop posting me. We're not friends.
Okay, that's end of her video. Now, he made a video saying, addressing Sabrina's video. And let me tell you guys something. Like I already said, this video has a lot of positive response in it. I saw Sabrina's video, was ready to hate, but now I'm pissed on your behalf. The narrative change, trying to make yourself look like a victim by taking things out of context, lying about missions is messed up. I don't think it's a problem at all. If he gave her a cut, is how I feel right now. And that's kind of where I arrived too. Like, if he gave her a cut of the content money being made, even though she stated in her video, like, I want him to grow as a creator, blah, 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 it might have, like, been some shut up money, you know? She may have not cut up that video. But we'll see.
I'm Mack. As you probably have seen, Sabrina
Also, by the way, not a large creator himself. 11.8K. What did we say she had? 29. They're not even that large of creators, but this video got a lot of attention. So
did a video about me a week ago, and I've had some time to really process and think about what I wanted to say in response to it. As I can imagine, there's some questions, there's some explanations that need to be said, and I hope in this video I can clarify at least my situation on it, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own opinions on what's been unfolding. To start things off, yes, Sabrina and I dated for over 2 years, and we broke up at the beginning of this year in January. We decided to keep the label of our relationship hidden, but I think it was pretty obvious that we were dating. I'm sorry regardless for lying to you for that period of time, especially the people that I would see in person and that would ask me about it and I would lie about it. I'm sorry about being inauthentic about that, but I hope you guys can understand why. Throughout those 2 years with Sabrina were definitely super eye-opening to me. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about relationships, love. I was so proud to call her my girlfriend when I could. And yeah, I thought Sabrina and I were gonna last forever. And I was ecstatic about it. It's unfortunate the way that things are unraveling now, but since it's out, I guess, yeah, we can actually get into it. To start off, after Sabrina and I broke up, we both still felt comfortable with allowing each other to repurpose.
Dude, I swear to God, this has nothing to do with anything, but I swear to God, it's always the people that are like, I thought we were going to last forever, that end up being the ones who make the goddamn breakup videos or that cut things off. I swear to fucking God.
Old content of each other to help grow our social media platforms. From what I remember in that conversation was that we would be comfortable repurposing it on any platform. But Sabrina claims that we only agreed on Snapchat. Going back to the beginning of the year, yes, my Snapchat following was very low in comparison to my other platforms, but Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they're all public platforms for anyone to see. It could be reached by anybody. So being only comfortable with allowing someone to post on Snapchat doesn't really make too much sense. The next thing Sabrina talked about was Instagram trial reels, and I'm going to be explaining why I continued posting on them after she revoked her consent. So the whole purpose behind trial reels is that it's a feature that allows you to post content that will only be shown to people that don't follow you. And since it goes to people that don't follow you, it does not show up on your main page or your main feed. As any creator that's trying to get as much eyes on their page as possible and try to grow their audience, this was a game changer and a tool that should probably be used by
I think he thought he was going to be sneaky. He's like, ain't no ways anybody going to see this when I go to trial reels. Like, he really thought he was going to get away with this shit. He's like, oh, I got this in a bag.
Everybody. Now, in Sabrina's video, she alludes to the fact that I was deliberately trying to hide the fact that I was reposting content of us two because it didn't show up on my main feed, which is not true. The whole
Justin, what's up? How are you? I think saying I thought we were going to be together. I think saying I thought we were going to be together forever about two is pretty adorable. Oh, it is definitely. It is. Don't get me wrong. I see a lot of situations online or even some of my in real life friends when they go through a breakup. It's like the first line they'll hit me with, like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna be together forever" or something. Which I don't know. Maybe I've just lost that piece in me. Maybe I'm just freaking, who knows? Maybe I'm blasting my own thoughts out to the world. But yeah,
purpose is to get as many eyes on you as possible. I'm trying to get these videos to go viral. I'm trying to grow my page with every video I was posting. And no, it wasn't just the videos that were with Sabrina that did well. Now, I just want to remind everyone that the videos that I was posting.
Wait a minute. Wait.
That did.
Let me see. A 7.7. Okay, well, it seems like you got more eyeballs with her, though. There's like one video, two videos where they did well with just him.
Well, now I just want to remind everyone that the videos that I was posting were nothing inappropriate, nothing that we both haven't consented to posting in the past, and
oh, I mean, they barely made it out of the honeymoon phase. What do you mean? You thought they were gonna be? No, that's what he said. That's what he said in the beginning of this video.
They are all videos that are still active on my main feed as of this moment right now. If you scroll down far enough, all the videos that were posted were pushing a narrative that we were just friends, and literally until like the week before Sabrina posted her video, we were still mutuals on every platform. So yes, in my mind, I thought we were still friends. All right, now I want to talk about the text that Sabrina sent me on July 19th, revoking your consent on allowing me to repurpose any.
Whoa. Is this a different text thread? Disrespectful. I understand. I'll take it down. Okay, I know you said initially that I was cool to be reposting something on Snapchat, but it makes me uncomfortable now. I came across a video you recently posted on Trial Rails, and I appreciate if you did not post any old content of us two moving forward. So he broke that boundary.
To repurpose any content moving forward, why I decided to ignore it, and why I continued reposting regardless. Now, I want to start by saying that this was 100% immature and childish of me to continue posting without Sabrina's consent. As hypocritical as it may sound now, if someone revokes their consent or just doesn't give you consent to post them in the first place, you should respect it. Now, I do regret not being more mature and taking the high road in this whole situation because yes, I continued reposting out of spite, and I'll get to that in a second. But maybe if I could have just had a conversation with Sabrina, we could have avoided this whole situation entirely, and for that, I am sorry. So as of now,
maybe if he didn't ignore her texts or something and listened, they wouldn't have to cut up fucking YouTube videos. God, I love YouTuber breakups. Oh, I love this shit. This is peak drama.
I deleted all repurposed content of Sabrina, as well as moving forward, I will not be posting any more old content because she's right, we are no longer friends, and I have no interest on pushing a narrative that we are for my own benefit. Now, why did I feel like it was okay to continue posting at the time after Sabrina asked me not to?
Also, I'm going to say something here. It does say something about your lack of integrity and your lack of confidence if you are in a situation where you're with somebody but you feel as though you need to use your significant other and or ex-partner in order to grow your account. While he did post videos that are just of him, I think he could have still completely kept the videos of her out and just grown his own page with just him. I don't think him growing his page is predicated on her, because if it is and you keep making videos, then by the time you make a video with you, the audience is going to be like, what the fuck? Where is she at? And you won't be able to use yourself for content and get the same views you would be getting because she won't be there. So it's a ridiculous thing to then, even in the first place, to be like, oh, let me just use her to get the views up or whatever the fuck. It's fucking stupid. It's a non-argument. That's just the way the boat floats. Using people as this counts for kids too. Yeah.
Well, 2 weeks ago, before Sabrina asked me to stop posting, She's posted a screenshot of our private text messages on her second account
On her second account, Jesus fuck. Of their private I'm sorry, don't be. I don't want you to be. Dog, you know what? I'm sorry. Something irks me so bad. I see with these like once a week on my TikTok where people put that like sad music on TikTok. Have you guys seen this? Where it'd be like dun dun dun, like really like slow music, and then it'll be a scroll fest of like people's texts. I'm like, dog, get that shit out of here. Like, I just go to the next post when I see it. I'm like, get that shit out of here. I don't want nothing to do with nobody's text, you know? Like, that does not need to be TikTok content. I don't care if it's good. I don't care if it's bad. I don't care if it's whatever. No, just, nah. Don't post text to TikTok. Don't. Let that be a lesson. I don't want you to be the only one apologizing for something I don't want you to be the only one apologizing for something that I should be comforting you for. So I am, because I don't particularly enjoy making you upset. Well, I guess it's my fault. I don't view my apologies as transactional, because obviously nothing's your fault. I'm sorry, don't be. I don't want you to be the only one apologizing for something I post the same thing twice before.
TikTok, which I'm now blocked on, so I would not have seen unless someone sent it to me. Sabrina says that she made her video not for the likes or the followers or for the money, but for the lack of respect, consent, and boundaries on my end, which is exactly how I felt when I saw our private text on her second page. Now, even though this whole situation could have been avoided, having been on my part, which I just maybe had a conversation with Sabrina, I think there is a difference between posting content that's already live on someone's page and doesn't inherently make the other person look bad, versus posting a screenshot of her text, which makes me look like an emotionally unaware brick. So I think a big takeaway, and something that I learned especially throughout this section, is that a simple and much needed conversation with Sabrina could have avoided this whole thing entirely. But due to
Okay, now this is where I got torn. This is where I got a little bit torn. You guys can let me know your opinion. I want to hear Chad's opinion on this. I'm a little torn here, because he almost made it seem as though posting the text to make him look bad versus him posting content that doesn't make her look bad, that he didn't have permission for, are kind of like two things to look at the same time. Like, they're on the same level of scrutiny or whatever. Both of those things are not like at the same level of like scrutiny or same plane of things. You get me? Like, they're both not great to do. Like, he should not have been posting the content. He didn't have permission, so that was a no. She should not be posting texts of him. So they're both no's regardless, but they're not the same thing. It's not like he was posting these texts and she was posting these texts. It's like, no, these are two veracities of things here. I think you're posting content that's publicly isn't the same ballpark as posting. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I just said. It's not the same ballpark. So it's like, what is this? This is a non-conversation here.
An accumulation of lack of respect and communication and all the above. It has now grown to this. So I will know that for next time. I also want to make a really quick point before I move on, that there's a misconception that I was making money off of Sabrina's likeness throughout the past year. I was getting paid by Snapchat because I was a part of their monetization program at the end of last year, but they changed their monetization program at the beginning of this year in February.
Beginning February 1st, 2025, eligible creators will be able to monetize spotlight videos longer than 1 minute. So they were making short videos. As part of the creators may be eligible to meet the criteria. 50,000. Oh, this is what it is. 50,000 followers, 25 times per month. Holy fucking hell. Oh my God. No wonder my Snapchat influencer friends, the two that I have, don't shut the fuck up on Snapchat. No wonder. God, I almost deleted some of them, because like the two of them that I have, because I was like, God damn, you guys need a muzzle. Wrong is wrong. Either you steal 5 cents or a million. Yeah, exactly. Achieve one of the following last 20 days. 10 million Snapchat views. Is there that many people on Snapchat? 1 million spotlight views. 12,000 hours of view time. Jesus. What a relentless monetization program.
As you can see here, the last time I was monetized was in March, and as of right now, I have made no money off of using Sabrina's likeness. Not to excuse the fact that I kept on posting without her consent, but I just wanted to clear up any misconceptions that I was making money off of her likeness. You know, going through breakups are confusing and...
But that was not even like, she didn't even bring that up in her videos. Another thing, she never, like, in fact, she in her video said she didn't really care about the money thing. Like, she wasn't there for the money. So I don't know why he's like bringing this money thing up. That's like that was a non-argument. Right? So he's like, just clarifying, I didn't make money. I think he's saying that because he's speaking to his audience to be like, look, audience, I wasn't making the money. And just like defending himself there. But this seems like he's talking about addressing Sabrina's video. So that's not addressing her video because she says she doesn't care about the money.
It's hard doing the right thing every time. And like in hindsight, I should have, like, I don't know, the
Her
engagement
beauty is
wasn't
stunning,
even
though.
like that
Yeah.
crazy. Like all right.
I feel like she was not bringing it up to bring it up though. Yeah, and that's another thing.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now let's go over the second part of Sabrina's video, which is talking about the 2 medical emergencies that happened after the breakup. This needs a lot of explanation and clarity because I feel like the majority of the
Yeah.
backlash I've been receiving is due to this part, and it's unfortunate because most of it's a lie. Now, I want everyone, especially the younger audience, to really think twice about what you hear on the internet and maybe not believe the first thing that you hear. Sabrina and I lied about our relationship for the last 2 years. So how do you know that anything her or I are saying now are true? I'm going to try to give you guys as much facts and undisputed evidence rather than opinions and thoughts on how I felt on certain scenarios to back my claims. This next part had little to nothing to do with the overall problem, which was posting without consent, and was just a blatant attack on my character, which I feel like I now need to defend myself because if my story has to be told, I want to be the one that tells it. So after Sabrina and I broke up, there were 2 medical emergencies she referred to, both not related to me, they were all on her side. And on the second one, she claims that I failed to provide basic human empathy and quoted that I said, I'm not the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth person you should be coming to for this. Now, I'm sorry that this section might take a while, but I really want to go into depth and clarify everything that happened.
Here we go.
Because not only does this statement not sit right with me because it's false, but there was also no context given, so I want to clarify all of it. On October 22nd, I moved to Toronto to pursue my relationship with Sabrina, which had been ongoing for 2 years already long distance. I honestly thought that this was the best decision to make at the time because...
Oh, this is another thing. Okay, this is another thing, and this is maybe me, you know, my own personal take on it. But man, anytime I've had, like, in recent times when I've had a friend that's like, I've even seen this happen with like very close friends where they're like, oh, I'm moving out after a year of being with this person, or like, oh, I've been with this person for 6 months, I'm moving out. I've been with this person for 2 years, I'm moving out across the freaking globe with them or whatever. I fucking swear to God, it's like 8 out of 10 times that shit falls through. Because the person makes like a drastic life change. It was 2 years long distance and it went sideways as soon as they got together. I thought it is even more ridiculous now. Yeah.
I thought Sabrina was the one. This was my first time moving out of my house ever, and I decided to move to a new city, a new province, leaving behind my friends, my family, the 3 jobs that I loved working here. I lived a very comfortable life here, but I was willing to give it all up because I was so in love with Sabrina and I wanted to make it work. When I got to Toronto...
It's such like the nice person thing to do, you know? Because you're like, oh man, the partner's going to break up with me if I don't move out. Listen, my parents ever knew 2 months before moving in, and I was born 9 months, and they're still together. Oh my, there's like rare instances like that. Like, that's a very particular story, I feel like. Like, in fact, I was just fucking hanging out with one of my friends. Literally, I just got back from hanging out with one of my friends who was with this partner, and he, like, gave up everything, moved to Wisconsin with her. And then now they don't even talk to each other other than when they have to, like, drop the kid off with one another. That's the only time they, like, make contact. Other than that, they're, like, no contact. I swear to God, I see this situation so much.
Toronto, I found my own place to stay, as well as a part-time
They
job
weren't
just to
saying,
keep
but
things
still.
sustainable. Now, I want to give a quick explanation on the relationship that I had with Sabrina's family because this provides important context for the end of the story. I had a very good relationship with her sisters. I had a pretty good relationship with her mom, but unfortunately,
Also, I will say this. I will give this context. I feel it's appropriate to say. Maybe it is a cultural thing in other cultures that you like move in with partner after said time. I look, I I'm friends with quite a few people. It's not amongst my friends. It's not like a typical thing. Let's see. I relocated with someone I've been living for 6 years. Start over happens to the best of us. Okay, but 6 years is 6 years is a long fucking time though. That's different. But starting over is rough. Knowing you're giving up like your friends, giving up everything, like, hey, it can be a good thing. It can be a good thing in certain circumstances. But it seemed like it just, I don't know. We'll see.
I was unable to build
Maybe
a
I'm reading
strong
into it too
relationship
much.
with her dad. Not that we had a bad relationship. It was just that I didn't have enough time to develop a strong relationship with him. Sabrina and I's relationship went through a little bit of a rough patch in the holiday season, so we decided to take a break and we would reevaluate where we were at when I came back to Toronto in the new year. Throughout the break, I came back home and spent the holiday season with my family, and that's when I kind of came aware to the fact that I could possibly see a future where I would be happier without being in the relationship with Sabrina, and I guess she felt the same way. When I went back to Toronto, I went back with an open mind, but considered the possibility that we would not last. On January 11th, Sabrina came over to my place and she initiated our breakup. Mind you, this
They're
was
young,
the
I'm
third
old.
time Sabrina broke up with me. She came
I
over
feel
with
old.
no intention on keeping things cordial or respectful, and the breakup took over 7 hours, which most of it was used trying to calm her down. Which, I mean, breakups are hard and they're confusing.
Wait, was he gonna address the not 4 but not 5 times or thing that she was talking about?
And there's a lot of emotions going everywhere, but I felt like keeping things respectful was the least that we could do for each other after such a happy relationship, at least on my end. This is important context because this could have easily been the last time we saw each other. Like, we could have just never talked to each other again after January 11th. But not only did I try to comfort her while she was breaking up with me, but within that time she felt comfortable enough to share the first medical emergency that was happening in 4 days. On January 15th, I took care of
There it
everyone
is.
that was involved, and here's a screenshot of Sabrina thanking me for the support.
Wait, what? Did she not? I'm ready to go. Okay, thank you for helping, driving, and supporting us. No worries. I didn't do too much, but I hope that recovery process goes. This is such a big deal, and you are helping. Okay, so we didn't get this text from her, but we're seeing it from him.
I just want to give a quick note to that because Sabrina decided not to include any of the details of the first medical emergency in her video. The second medical emergency happened on February 25th, well over a month after we broke up and the first medical emergency, but I'll get into that in a bit. The reason why I didn't move back right away and I stayed in Toronto for so long was largely due to the part-time job that I asked for. It didn't feel right after asking for so much responsibility in the part-time job to then just leave them because my relationship didn't work. So I asked them when would be the earliest time I could leave without hindering them in their schedule, and they told me March 1st. After Sabrina and I broke up, we continued seeing each other like occasionally, but tried to limit the amount of times that we would see each other. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of tough for me to be out in a new city with no family and barely any friends. And
Oof.
finding comfort and familiarity in someone, even if they're an ex, was nice
Ooh.
sometimes. So we hung out here and there as friends, but on January 27th, she asked if we could try the relationship again. Now, every other time she's asked me to do this, I've always said yes, but this time I asked if I could have some time to think about it. Now, I want you to keep in mind that in between the time of when she asked to break up versus when she asked to get back into the relationship, in between that time, I not only gave the job my notice that I was going to be quitting, I applied and received a job that I would be getting back when I got home. I started the moving process as well as was looking at flights. So I was already on my way out of Toronto at this time. I just needed to wait out the period of working out the job and then I could leave. On February 1st, a couple of days after she asked to get back together, she got invited to this event where most of the creators at this event knew that we used to date, but did not know that we broke up. Sabrina
didn't
practically
leave.
begged me.
It's not even funny. I don't want to go out without you. This sounds like a nightmare. It sounds so bad, doesn't it? I low-key don't know if I want to. smell like perm solution around people. Where? What? Where is it? Please. Wait, what are you wearing? What the fuck? I was literally down there. Please, I'll drive, please. Oh my god, what the fuck?
To go to this event with her, which I was hesitant on going because I didn't know if it would be pushing my boundaries. I did eventually end up going to this event, but she asked if we could pretend like we were still in a relationship so that we wouldn't make things awkward for the others. This was one of 2 instances where Sabrina took advantage of the situation that I was in alone in Toronto and found comfort in her, which was supposedly supposed to be as a friend. On February 12th, I finalized my decision on moving out of Toronto and I booked my flight for March 1st. I told Sabrina that I would be flying out, but on February 13th, she asked me if we could spend Valentine's Day together as friends. This was the second instance I was referring to. Yes, I am part to blame. The way that she made it seem was that she didn't want to be alone on Valentine's Day, and quite honestly, neither did I. But I specifically asked her if we could make the day not too romantic, because that would be weird and awkward, and I did just book my flight out. Like, I'm going to be leaving. I'm not getting back together in the relationship. And she said that it wouldn't be too romantic, which could not have been further from the truth. Sabrina initiated a full day for us, which honestly, I would have been the happiest person in the world if this was done for me, if I was in a relationship. But since that wasn't the case, this was just a blatant overlook of my boundaries. She also tried to guilt trip me into it. Like, she said that everything was already booked, and if I didn't want to go, I didn't have to go. I'd just be wasting our money.
So you got pushed into this.
If I didn't decide to go with her, so like... After that day, I really put distance.
It's kind of interesting. This is really kind of interesting because remember earlier when I was like, there's not really too many details about the dynamic or about their relationship, and then and like things behind closed doors. Now he's offering behind closed doors context, but she didn't offer any of it, you know? So I think that's why maybe perhaps more people are like starting to understand this story a little bit more.
Sabrina and thankfully on February 16th, my brother and sister came over to Toronto to help support me and not have to be so reliant on finding comfort in Sabrina, and they just helped me get through the last couple weeks I had to stay in Toronto before leaving. No, I didn't ghost Sabrina, but the amount of times that we would talk would become more and more dispersed, which made sense because the day that I was going to be leaving was coming up. Now, this is what brings us to the second medical emergency that happened on February 25th.
God.
This happened in the middle of the night, and while yes, this was technically life-threatening, there was never a case throughout this whole situation that things were in any critical condition, and this whole situation was used for more of like preemptive measures so that if just in case something got worse, they'd be ready for it. Now, yes, I did support Sabrina throughout this whole situation to the best.
And Brian calling, oh, chat's going off. Let's see. I don't begrudge anyone a messy breakup, but video essays about it seems not good. Yeah. They don't understand the situation, but don't know how to feel about him airing out their business like that. Yeah, let's see. I call it now at hospital, still at hospital. Oh no, spent the whole night at the hospital because I saw your story.
To my ability and as much as I felt comfortable. Thankfully, everything was resolved with a medical emergency, but she didn't like how I went about comforting her throughout that whole situation. So she asked if we could have a conversation on February 26th. I'm not gonna lie, I was very hesitant on going because not only did every night that I hung out with Sabrina before then ended in an uncomfortable conversation of her asking me to reconsider getting back together with her and possibly not moving and all the above. But I knew that Sabrina was going through a rough time, as well as I felt like I owed it to the relationship to give her some closure before I left because I still cared about her. It was during this conversation on February 26th that she claims that I said I should not be the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth person you should be coming to for this. Now, not only is that not true, and I'm sure I did say some iteration of something like that, but I want to just ask you, if I were to say something like that to you, how would you feel? How would you respond? Would we ever talk again? I'm going to say probably...
Wait a minute, what was that? He said I did say some iteration of that?
Probably not. I know for a fact that I did say something along the lines of I can't be so dependent on, especially when I'm leaving Toronto in 4 days.
Right, closures overhead, just cut your losses. I know. Closures just copium.
As well as we've been broken up for over a month. The way I remember that night was, it was like our final goodbye and the last bit of closure that you needed before we would go on our separate ways. There was a lot of crying involved from both sides. Like we talked about possibly getting back together if things lined up down the line in the future, and we talked about all the happy moments that we had in our relationship and how lucky we were. We talked about how moving forward, what our social media platforms would look like. We also made the agreement
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm probably not the best person to speak on like relationship dynamics, but I can speak from experience of people that I've seen, and I know a shit ton of people. There in my life thus far of the 30 ripe years in this planet, I know one couple that had a messy breakup and they had some crazy shit happen between them. And then 2 years ago, I saw they got back together, shortly thereafter got engaged, and they just had their wedding like the top of this summer. And I was like, whoa, what in the heck? That shit was wild to me. But usually when it's stuff like this, man, it just seems like there's a lot of like ping pong and like, should we? And then in the middle, they're like, no, this ain't not good for us. We need to split up and go other ways. It's like, what is going on here? For what it's worth, I think that you shouldn't be counting on me is a totally fair thing to say as an ex. Yeah, she shouldn't be counting on him anymore.
Night about allowing each other to repurpose our content and both feeling comfortable with still portraying that narrative. And literally a couple minutes after when she left and I was on my way back home, she sent me this message. And I want...
Why the message is so quick? Come back. My parents asked if you're doing well. My dad seemed impressed you were working at Granite when I explained what the club is. He asked how your social media is doing and if you had any interest in business. That's about okay. Why didn't you tell me your eyes were so puffy? Said it looked like I'd been crying. My dad was like, Mac used to come over so much. You guys used to hang out. So what the fucking hell? What is this?
Message. And I want you to decide whether or not this conversation ended in a big fight or if it ended in a more of a mutual understanding and a sad ending to our story. She also asked me to promise her not to forget her, and we also talked about how we would portray each other in our lives moving forward. We agreed that we would continue putting each other in a positive light moving forward because of how much we've both done for each other. And for the most part, I've kept up with that. I've always said and will continue to say that thanks to Sabrina and this relationship that I had with her, I've developed the most emotionally out of any point in my life. Like, I have so much to thank Sabrina for. I had some of the best times of my life in this relationship, but I most definitely had the most traumatic as well. I am honestly so proud of the person that I've become and I've grown into because of Sabrina's guidance and her relentless dedication to making me like the best version of myself.
So he's admitted that he should not have been posting the content. He's also said that he may have said something kind of shitty to her along the way of that emergency. That was not those exact words she said, but in that similar vein of context, I guess. And also that he's now unveiled details about some of their dynamics that she didn't really get to talk about at all. But he's like showing inner parts of like conversations that were had between them about other things that were not directly involving the content, which is, this is so messy. It's like, it almost feels as though we're hearing two different stories while we're hearing the same story. It's like we're getting other stories from the other party and we're having to juggle our thoughts with those stories, but try to use those stories to be like, well, she could have done this. It's just like, what the fuck, man?
And I will always thank her for that. I'll be the first person to say that I'm not perfect. I'm not even close. I'm not the perfect boyfriend, especially not for Sabrina. And I could have went about this whole situation in
Dr.
so
Phil,
many
yeah.
better ways, and I don't know. I just didn't. But when my character and my image and my reputation is being questioned off of what Sabrina remembers in her notes app, it doesn't sit right with me, and I feel like I have to defend myself, especially after I tried, like, my hardest to be there for her and support her through the breakup in a city that I'm not from. When some would say that I didn't really have to, but I did because I cared for her. And for the first part of my story that everyone hears it to be in that skewed version, it's just so
He moved out for
unfortunate.
her.
I want to thank everyone that gave me time to explain my side before passing on their judgment. This has been a tough week. Not like one of the toughest of my life, I think. But regardless of that, I still care about Sabrina, and I tried not to include information that didn't provide context to the story that I was telling. This is just normal breakup stuff, but it's on the internet. And
I feel like being on the internet makes it all that much more worse. So why is no one talking about how he managed to survive? I saw Sabrina's video. We already read that earlier. Handle the ordeal quite well, provide context to events without giving too much private information when he took accountability where you're wrong. He did take accountability. I feel bad for judging without hearing both sides of each story. Eye-opening, well explained. Sorry, hoping you move forward without any more troubles. Hearing your side makes everything make sense. Such an ugly situation which could have been sorted in private. That's what I thought. That was my initial take. This could have been sorted in private. Do you guys want to see something else real quick? You want to see something else real quick before I hop off? All right. This is the post I was talking about earlier. Breaking: Olivia quits H3 podcast after Ethan Klein's secret Reddit account pedo troll leaks.
That I need to announce today, which is that. But there's.
It sounds like it was sorted in private, but they just want to talk about it on social media. Yeah, maybe they wanted that breakup video cache. Shit, maybe that's the secret to becoming a millionaire online. Fake a breakup. You just gotta get in front of the camera, just like I am right now, and make up a breakup story, and be like da 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 da, and you'll get a gazillion views, and then just keep cutting up fake breakup videos. that was a real one. Theirs was a real one. I'm just making a joke about getting cash for breakup videos. All right, you guys want to see this?
It's also something not fun that I need to announce today, which is that our dear beloved Olivia is taking a mental health break from.
I wonder why she's taking a mental health break. Certainly has nothing to do with Ethan. No.
The show. And so I mean, listen, it is what it is. Obviously, we all love her. We are in touch with her.
And she loves everybody.
We are wishing her well. Yeah, she's the best. She's the greatest. She can do no wrong.
Olivia.
Stand up. At home. She's watching at home. Stand up, Olivia.
We'll miss her and the joy that she brings to the office every single day.
To be mentally ill to still work there. I have a sneaking suspicion this is the road to her quitting. Because look at this.
Match she had, she basically sexually assaulted.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm so sorry that you didn't notice that.
The
He
night
said
with
that
Chris.
When she was
forcing
like, "Can you
I don't like the we all love each other workspaces. Yeah.
please
No, he
cuddle
said
me?" And
she
he was
was
like, "I don't
forced-
want to." And she
Yeah.
was like,
and she kept
3,
trying to
2,
grab
1.
him and
I
touch
thought
him
that
under the
was
blanket,
in
and he
3,
said no.
2,
she
1.
sexually assaulted him?
I think,
That
maybe
was
using
kind of
that
the
language is a little
subtext.
bit harsh.
Was she
but
saying, "I want to have sex
was-
with you right now"? Or was she saying
No,
like, "Can
cuddle
you-"
now. 3, 2,
I'm
1.
giving,
You have
I'm
3
giving you
seconds.
until 3.
I thought that was stupid and crazy.
if it was
didn't
the opposite gender,
necessarily-
if a guy did
If
that
that
to a
No,
was
girl,
the
I agree with you. I don't like it, but I
gender,
probably
hold
wouldn't
the
have
fu-
said that
If
he sexually
it
assaulted
was the
her.
opposite gender, and a guy said, "You need to come do physical touching with me now under the blanket," and I'm counting down from 3.
I thought that was crazy, and then it didn't happen, and they didn't further that conversation.
She was like upset about it.
Well, they were upset about it later, but he has already been very mean to her before that.
He was not mean.
No,
That
gentleman.
doesn't
all the way around.
justify.
He was such a
whatever.
gentleman.
He told her to shut up like 5 times. Are you kidding?
Look,
I'm not. He was not mean.
During
I
that
thought
baby,
he handled
during that
himself
baby
so
challenge, he
good.
kept telling her to shut up, and she was like, "Stop telling me to shut up."
Oh, I didn't.
okay,
And after-
regardless.
It's possible
Hold
that I
on, that's
skipped that
neither
'cause
here.
the
That's
show was
not. That's
getting,
not
like,
This is my reaction to that. Just. Ugh.
relevant
long
to my
for me.
point. Hold on,
Wait.
that's not relevant to my point.
I do think
It
I
doesn't
skipped
matter
the
how
baby
mean.
episode.
It doesn't matter how mean he was to her. He said she was groping and grabbing and touching him under the blanket
Damn,
when he wanted to go to
Klein
sleep.
And
Did
he
you
was-
say that she was,
he was
groping
like-
and touching him?
he
or
was
what
like,
she
I
say?
That's what I
Please
remember,
cuddle
but-
me.
He was saying, "I need my sleep," and she was like, not having
Right, but
it.
did they end up? Did
Well,
something
she-
happen
well,
that he was?
No, 'cause
This
he
was
said
towards the
no.
end, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
towards the end.
She just asked to cuddle.
Right.
No, that's not
And
what
then she
happened.
said
I need to
3,
go
2,
find.
and then they didn't,
She was being so pushy about it.
which is bad.
cut-
It is bad, but are we gonna sit here and say that she is a sexual assaulter?
No,
No,
I don't
God,
think
I'm
so.
just. I'm
No.
asking.
That's
No,
Because
Olivia.
obviously
Hold
I
on,
don't want to
hold on.
defend someone who did that.
I'm with you.
I don't think sexual assault is necessarily the language. I'm trying to think what is
I think I
the appropriate
misunderstood
language.
that whole thing.
Like,
She was kind of harassing him,
kind of harassing.
maybe.
Yeah, I think harassing Ethan is more appropriate.
Because what I
Aggressively
remember, she was touching, but I need to go back and watch. Now, obviously,
I mean,
either way,
obviously
I
it's
don't
under
think-
the blanket, so we don't know.
It
Listen, I
wasn't
don't think
sexual
she-
from what I recall.
I don't
I
remember
should have
anything
prepared
sexual.
for this.
No, she just
Now
asked to
listen,
cuddle.
I'm not accusing
That's
her
what
of
I
a
thought,
crime or
but
anything.
I
No,
should
but-
have.
Guys, let me just
Come on,
finish
you
my
know
point.
what she
Okay,
means.
hold on.
She's the one that
Watch
went
this.
all
Watch-
the way
watch what
already
happens.
with Jeremiah too.
Look at
and, like,
Olivia.
I
In
kind
my
of think she
understanding,
was
she
But
holding
did
she
not.
it.
didn't even want to kiss him in front of people in the villa.
Guys,
Cool.
just,
Well, usually
guys,
says
let me
there's
just
nothing
finish
but
my
to do with
point,
them.
Yeah, he got
before you
so
guys
mad
make
that
it seem
she
like.
wouldn't kiss him.
Can they hear me, Dan? What's happening?
We can hear you. Sorry.
I can sort of hear you.
Okay, let me just finish my point before you all make it seem like I'm crazy for saying something. I don't think she committed a crime or anything, but she was very pushy with something that I perceived as to be sexually suggestive. And if that was opposite genders, you would all be freaking out right now. Bye bye. Say bye now. Bye bye.
Oh my God, the way he
Yeah,
just
no.
hung
hot
up.
take and then dips, but
No, that,
I think I misunderstood
okay.
what happened, and I don't want to do this anymore.
wait, what?
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know the moment he's referencing to BH.
Literally the moment, this is literally to me, I read this as like the moment she doesn't like Hila anymore. Like this like totally soured her, like, I think with Hila, I think it just like soured them in this moment. And with Ethan too, I think this was like a moment for her. Because then she
But,
ends up like crying and leaving.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, why did he dip?
For the
Let's-
rest of the
let's talk
episode.
more
See,
about
look,
this.
she's not doing well.
Well, I mean,
Look
the
at
way I
her.
remember it, I felt very weird that she was really pushy with him.
With who?
You don't remember? With Chris.
Oh, okay.
They
No,
were
I
in
don't know.
bed.
I felt that she was pushy. I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
I don't want you to get upset though.
See,
because-
she's
Olivia,
crying now.
No.
No,
You
no.
don't gotta feel. I mean,
No. I agree with you.
Yeah, like you don't have to recall the whole show by, you know what I mean? Like, there's half
We're
the
just
people
here
in
to
this room have a
fun.
different
This is
recollection
not-
of
I don't want you
what
to
happened.
feel like stress and.
Half
I feel
the
bad.
people.
I'm sorry.
No.
No, Olivia, don't.
Okay, you didn't.
Is there anything that Orpheus did not give off? Everyone loves
Do
each other.
anything?
I don't
Yeah.
recall what he's
didn't
talking
do
about
anything.
either. To be honest, because it's so much in one season.
And look, they're not showing her camera now.
it's a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah, you can hear she
You want?
cried and left
I
the
don't
show.
want
No.
Okay.
It's just, you want me to?
I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, you're
No,
fine.
I'll
You want me
let
to cover
it.
for
No,
you
from
for a
the
sec?
show, you're completely right. I'm with
You
you.
want to go take a few minutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Dude, they're so fucking bad. Like that's just one instance. There's so many fucking instances where, like, okay, also Adam McIntyre talked about Olivia from H3 and talked about how she has just kind of like fallen trapped to the H3 cycle, how them two aren't really friends. It wasn't really much, but this was the episode that they posted when he's like, my reputation is dirt, how do I fix it? He's cooked his reputation completely. In fact, his stats are just dwindling. Look at this. Just man's out here dropping subscribers like crazy. Negative 20K for the last 30 days. There's people out in fucking public that have actively decided they don't like H3 anymore. But I'm kind of going off the rails here. But basically, Olivia from H3, I think, is done with it, really. I think she's kind of receiving backlash. And I would not be surprised if maybe people from this video saw Adam's video and kind of thought, had some second thoughts on Olivia and thought, man, maybe she needs to get off the show or something. Because that's kind of what everyone's thinking. I thought there was a comment in here I wanted to read, and I cannot fucking find it anymore after the page refreshed. But, yeah, maybe I'll cut up a whole video on this situation. Oh, here it is. My break with Olivia was the Keemstar merch. After the way he's publicly degraded victims of SA Online to support him is diabolical. From a woman, too. So, what that person is, there's like a whole series of like TikTok videos I want to talk about too later. But, this right here, look. The H3 team is wearing Keemstar merch here, okay? Now, a lot going on here. Obviously, is corridor identity, which Ethan is trying to petulantly trying to undermine his retribution's crew, being too woke about the politically correct way to say the R word. Stuff during the previous episode. Olivia's keenly aware that H3's parasocial. Okay, I got lost in another post here. Hang on. I was trying to find. Oh, here it is. Was it this? There's Hank Becker. Where did it go? There was tweets. Oh, here it is. I found it. This is what I was looking for. Now that everyone's concerned about anti-Semitism, I'd like to remind everyone that Keemstar told his audience to tweet at me. I'm not going to say that out loud, but you can read it right there. This is the person that started the outrage machine about my apparent anti-Semitism towards Ben Shapiro. So, Mr. I'm concerned about anti-Semitism is also supporting Keemstar, the guy who said this. It's quite funny how that works, isn't it? Quite fucking funny. And there is more and more fallen H3 fan videos getting cut up every single day. But anyway, back to this. Olivia's keenly aware that H3 bears social. I'll see what chat's saying first. I've been feeling sympathetic for anyone who's continuing to work with Ethan Klein this long personally. Get your money, I guess. Something like it wasn't about anti-Semitism at all. I know. Yeah, I don't feel sympathetic anymore. I did for a little bit, and I was like, I got the money. But dude, straight up, I'm saying it. Olivia started a whole Twitch. Like, she's got an audience watching her on Twitch. She could fucking quit, do her own Twitch show, and capitalize off the fact that Ethan sucks and Hila sucks. And fucking get back the audience that the 20K people that even left in the past 30 days, let alone the, 100K plus people that have left over the course of his crash out. She could get those people back. She could play, dude, this is such a good time to play that up and be like, look, hey, maybe even fucking cut up a YouTube video and be like, look, I hung around this dumbass too long. Oh man, she could capitalize off this moment. She could use this moment to garner her own audience. It's a great time to do that. Olivia's keenly aware that the H3 parasocialists Principal Cult's audience likely to run with Ethan's version and chase her across the internet, accusing her of being a hypocrite who supports essayers. This is already happening. Being gaslit and made to doubt her own perception in the context of specific. It's probably a weird way of mirroring some of her unpleasant past experiences. I love Olivia, but the whole other side of the internet is now calling Ethan terrible, making her cry, and saying who because she's Palestinian, who is 100% harassing Chris by counting down, blah, 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 blah. If Huda was a man doing that, they'd have 0 fans. It's okay to misunderstand the situation, but Ethan may have solid... What? I love Olivia, very sensitive, and survivor essay, peace and love. I was disappointed she got defensive and emotional, then left. I know it's hard, but I want to encourage her to stand. Oh my god, dude. Why do these fans always do this with peace and love? I don't even want to finish reading this because I know it's going to suck. Yeah, that's the whole fucking thing. This is a whole mess. You can see I've got tabs on tabs. Like, their views have dropped off. I remember these fucking live shows used to have 1 million views. Look at this. They can barely crack 1 million now. Look. 526, 426, 521. This is eerily similar to the Cody Ko fall off. You remember when Cody Ko's views dropped off after his situation? My entire crew just left. Here's what happened. Yeah, dude, this is just an embarrassing place in the planet. He's cutting up YouTube videos that are not getting many views at all. And the people are just getting tired of him ragging on Hassan. Like, that's not even a cool thing anymore. Comments are all full of paid members and echo chamber, the worst imaginable. I know. Whoa, this place is a nightmare, dude. Their videos don't even get views. They're trying to, like, make money because they're falling short on cash now that Ethan's crashed out. And nobody likes these. Look, 150K for a Hassan Piker video. Like, even his own audience is over it. 77K. His own audience is over this shit. So, sad state of affairs going on over there. I dug into that a little more than I wanted to, but I think what I'll make a video on probably will be this. There's so many fucking videos now of fallen H3 fans. Like, these videos, the girly pops are live and alive on TikTok. Look at this. The girly pops are cutting up videos left and right. Oh, here's a guy. Look at this. These are it's like crazy to see fucking faces, dog. Like, it's like one thing to watch numbers drop, but then when you see faces of, like, people are like, oh, I was a fan. It's like, holy shit, man, you're losing people. Oh. Sad state of affairs over in that place. Alrighty. I should probably get off the internet and hit my fucking bed because I'm tired. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the drama night. It's been a fun one. Hanging out with you all tonight. And I think streaming made me feel a little bit better. See how I feel when I wake up tomorrow. I hope I get better tomorrow. Ugh, I've been feeling perma-tired lately. Chris, Wi-Fi, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. I don't know when I'll be back. Let's see. When do I come back next? Maybe. Let's see. Maybe Thursday night? Potentially. I'll let you know in Discord. Follow the Discord down. I think there's Discord in the description. Maybe Thursday night, potentially. If not, maybe Friday night. I don't know. I'll squeeze in another stream day probably. We'll see. Maybe we need to do a fun day. A 9/11 stream. 9/11 is coming up. Oh yeah, that would be a 9/11 stream. Well, we certainly won't be discussing that topic. I'll tell you that much. No politic here. Alrighty, I'm gonna hop off a stream. Love you all. Probably Thursday, if not, maybe Friday. See how it goes. See how it goes. Love you all. Good night. And go do something nice for someone. Be nice. Be kind. Never forget, stream on Thursday. Be kind. Be nice. Do something nice for someone. Put a smile. You know what? I'm going to say it with all sincerity. Do something that'll put a smile on someone's face. We need a lot of sad stuff going on in the world right now. It even bogs me down oftentimes. So go do something nice for someone. Put a smile on someone's face. It'll change their day around. I promise you. All right? Love you all. Thanks for being nice people and hanging out for my stream. It means a lot. Adios.